Hello all, welcome back to another video, and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I had a quick flying visit back at my parents in Berwick. I went back Friday after work, and I just got back here today. I'm working tomorrow, and then I think I'm then working Thursday. Tuesday, I'm going to be in Newcastle. Wednesday, I'm hoping to do the latest episode of the What Shell series. But, and yeah, should be a really good weekend ahead as well. Should be a really good week ahead. But blimey, guys, I can't believe how this month has just flown by. It's only the 19th of July now. It's kind of been a blink and you miss it sort of thing, really. It's been this month has just flown by, but yeah. Anyways, I thought I would return with another mega DVD haul. As I say, some of these DVDs I got months ago, but there have been some recent titles as well. So the weekend is still live and kicking. Grab yourself a cuppa and let's see what has made inroads into the Sammy G collection. Let's rock and roll. Let's roll the credits. Let's go.
Blu-ray stacking up, yeah, the collection grows. Singing like nobody's watching, let the good times flow. Movies on repeat, yeah, he living that life. Great guy, big heart, yeah, he doing it right. Screen light glowing while the speakers bang. Sammy G vibing to the scenes and the frames. Love for the art, yeah, the passion stay true. From the first press play to the end credits roll.
So the first one was an Ash recommendation. Now, I'm pretty sure Ash talked about this one in the video as well, but this looks like only clocks in for 82 minutes, which obviously some of the some great movies do clock in at an 80-minute runtime as well, of course. Best Friends in LA, Anne Hathaway by Drew Phillips, and Freddie Rodriguez is in there. You got an appearance from Joseph Gordon-Levitt, actually. I didn't know he was in this film, but that is the film Havoc. From 2006, I want to say. And this one, Ash did recommend a little while back. But haven't gone to this one, admittedly, yet, Ash. But it's definitely one I'm looking forward to checking out in due course there. That's the film Havoc. Now, I love the director's other films with this. Greg Mottola, he directed obviously Adventureland, which is great, and also Superbad. But this is his debut film, and I think it has had a Criterion US edition. But the DVD is a little bit trickier to come by now, but I think I got it for a decent deal on eBay, and that is The Day Trippers. Really good to get this one for the price I did. And you've got obviously Hope Davis is in there, Stanley Tucci's in this one, Pat McNamara. So and as I say, clocks in 84 minutes. I think this is set Thanksgiving now, so I might actually save this one for later in the year. But it does look like a good watch, that one. That is The Day Trippers. I can't remember where I got this one. I think this was in a charity shop. I think it was possibly might have been in Newcastle, Berwick, or when I was at Kelso, this one. And that is the film The Children Act. Actually, my dad said this is a really good film as well. Directed by Richard Eyre, and about this judge in the family division of the High Court, making daily decisions about complex family issues, but work overload is heavy, and her marriage to American Professor Jack is at a breaking point. In this moment of personal crisis, Fiona, played by Emma Thompson, is asked to rule on the case of Adam, a brilliant and teenager who is refusing on religious grounds the blood transfusion which will save his life. So this might be a good impactful watch, and it was a brand new copy as well of The Children Act. I think this has had pretty good word of mouth, this one, but that is the film The Time That Remains. This one Ollie just shown recently, and I've heard this is a very good one. This is directed by Jonathan Lynn, and Alan Silvestri that does the music to this one as well. This came out in 1996, and also you've got appearances from Phil Hartman and Dan Aykroyd as well. This sergeant played by Steve Martin, part of the group of soldiers. So yes, Sergeant Bilko. A film I could watch every 4 years if I wanted to. Leap Year, with Matthew Good and Amy Adams. Yeah, I think I did get this one. I think this might have been one of the charity shops in Berwick. You've also got Adam Scott in there, John Lithgow. Yeah, about a couple on like a holiday across Ireland. Yeah, that could be a pretty good like rom-com. I think this has had pretty good word of mouth actually. That's the film. Leap Year. Yeah, now I do remember I got this one in one of the charity shops in Wooler. I think it was when me and my dad went to Wooler. I think it was like at the end of May, I think it was. And yeah, great band with the same name of this one, The Replacements. About a American football coach played by Gene Hackman, based in the 1980s, about this American football team. Yeah, like Keanu Reeves is one of the American football team players in this film as well. You've got Rhys Evans from Notting Hill is in this one as well, and Orlando Jones, John Favreau as well. This might be a bit of an early appearance of John Favreau, because this was in 2000, so yeah, before the days of like the MCU as well. So that is The Replacements there. And then got this film as well, The Best Man, Terrence Howard, Taye Diggs, Nia Long, and Melissa D'Souza. So yeah, about a wedding party that reunites these college buddies. So this actually does remind me, this sounds a little bit familiar with the film what I watched a couple of months ago called The Wood, which was pretty good actually, from like, I think it was like 1994. I've got one of that same director's films to watch, actually, a film called Dope, but he also did the film called Love Jones as well. Rick Famuyiwa, I think it is, but yeah, I probably butchered that surname, massive apologies, but yeah, that's the film, The Best Man. Probably would make a good double bill with that film, The Woods. Woof, back in December time now, and a brand new copy for 10 pence. It was 10 pence brand new in a charity shop. Bloody Nora. But that is the film Conspiracy of Love, and with Drew Barrymore. So, yep, Ollie, this might be a film for you, quite possibly. And yeah, this is also got Robert Young is in there, Mitchell Lawrence, Elizabeth Wilson, Noel Black directs this one as well. And yeah, about like a young girl and a grandfather, and they're torn apart by the this young girl's parents divorced there. So and clocks in at 90 minutes. So there's that one, Conspiracy of Love. Got this, I think this was Sue Ryder Care in Berwick as well, and a film Blackbird. Wow, do you know what, guys? There's two titles I've shown there, and if they have something in common, The Day Trippers and this, and also both songs by the Beatles, and obviously on the White Album as well. But yeah, this is directed by Jamie Chambers. You've got Andrew Rothneys in there, Scarlett Mack, Patrick Wallace, Sheila Stewart, Norman McLean, Margaret Benning, and yeah, this is set like I think this is set in Scotland as well. And yeah, this looks like quite an impactful like drama, this one. And I think yeah, so this might be a good watch, that one. That is the film Blackbird. Got this one at the Far Place charity shop in Berwick again months ago, and features songs from Franz Ferdinand, Super Furry Animals, Elbow, who are potentially my favourite band ever, Primal Scream, the Dandy Warhols, What Happened to the Dandy Warhols, the Bondies, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. So yeah, that is the film 9 Songs. Michael Winterbottom, who'd also directed 24-Hour Party People. I think that one's getting actually a 4K release, actually. I wouldn't mind getting that when that comes out, because yeah, the Blu-ray quality isn't the greatest, so might be worth getting the upgrade for that one, actually. And the film charts, the emotional and physical relationship between Matt, played by Kira O'Brien, who's also in 24-Hour Party People. Great song by Happy Mondays as well. And Lisa, played by Margot Stilley, a young American student in London, from their first encounter at the Brixton Academy to their eventful like split. So it sounds of it, it looks like a good relationship drama with a absolute goat soundtrack as well. That's the film, 9 songs. And yeah, only clocks in for 66 minutes as well, so not too long, that one. Got this one, I think this was the Cancer Research Charity Shop in Gosforth, I think a few months ago, and that is Bride of the Monster with Bella Lugosi. And yeah, as I say about Dr. Varnoff, played by Bella Lugosi, kidnaps 12 men to transform them into sinister Superman using the power of radiation. And you've got a journalist called Janet Lawson as well, uncovers his shocking scheme and finds herself as his next experimental test subject. So that is Bride of the Monster. Pretty sure back in Berwick, back in December, so from months ago, and with Kate Blanchett, and directed by Joel Schumacher, who's a very interesting director. Gerard McSorley's in there as well, and yeah, set in Dublin in the mid-1990s, based on this true story, based in the 1990s about this journalist. So yeah, and set in Dublin. So Veronica Guerin in this one. I think it was my dad actually that kindly got me this one, and looks like an indie drama, and yeah, a bittersweet indie drama, relationship drama, this one, directed by Justin Baldini. And yeah, I think similar to The Fault in Our Stars, but yeah, looks also like a coming of age drama, but looks, yeah, bittersweet drama, but looks really good as well. 5 feet apart. So yeah, Probably might even watch this when I go back to my parents at some point as well, because I tend to watch a lot of indie dramas when I go back to my parents, and that is the film 5 Feet Apart. This did had a Criterion Blu-ray edition. I was tempted to get the Criterion Blu-ray, especially when it got, I think, reduced in price, but I was happy to get the DVD first. I think this was for 50 pence in a charity shop or something. I think I got this in, I think, £1 actually, in Whitley Bay, and that is The Big Chill, and directed by Lawrence Kasdan. And yeah, you've got a great cast: Tom Berenger, Glenn Close, Jeff Goldblum, William Hurt, Kevin Kline, Meg Tilly, Mary Kate Place, JoBeth Williams. And this looks like a good coming of age drama, this one. And yeah, obviously set in the 80s as well. I think this came out in 1998, my birth year, so that is The Big Chill. This was from British Heart Foundation in Blythe, and yeah, obviously another 2000s comedy flick, so go figure, right? Why wouldn't I? And with Billy Bob Thornton, Sean William Scott, and Susan Sarandon, Mr. Woodcock. So yeah, a basketball coach, PE coach. Yeah, a film that does fast forward years later after the way the film opens and that, and yeah, about a former student that returns to his hometown to discover that Mr. Woodcock is in a relationship with someone very familiar, obviously similar age group to Mr. Woodcock there. So that is, yeah, that one. Heard pretty decent things about this one. I think this did get a Blu-ray release, but I got it for I think it was honestly, guys, 10 pence, 20 pence in a charity shop, and that's of the film John Tucker Must Die. And yeah, directed by Betty Thomas. You've got Jesse Metz Calvin there, Brittany Snow, Jenny McCarthy, and yeah, again, quite similar, about a basketball team captain, John Tucker as well. These 3 girls discover they're all been dating the same guy at the same time. So yeah, and looks like a bit of a rivalry between these friends, but also they're plotting this kind of slice of revenge. So yeah, there's that film John Tucker Must Die. I got recommended this by a lady in a charity shop, actually. It was in Whitley Bay, and yeah, I hadn't heard about this film before, but directed by Brian Dananelli and Mandy Moore's in there, Macaulay Culkin, Patrick Fugit. This did get pretty good word of mouth, and that is the film Saved. Again, coming of age comedy drama, that is the film Saved. Not as common to get this one, actually, to be fair, but I got this recommended, and I think I got this one for a couple of quid online, that one off eBay, so that's the film Saved. From a charity shop in Gosforth, like I think back in March. Ray Romano and Gene Hackman in Welcome to Mooseport, directed by Donald Petrie. Marcia Gay Harden's in there. You've also got Rip Torn and Christine Baranski. Again, a bittersweet rivalry between both our main leads, fighting for the mayor of this town there. So yeah, that's Welcome to Mooseport. Again, guys, looks like another 2000 comedy flick, so I think I'm going to be having some of that, I reckon. But I think Ollie actually watched this one recently, and I think Ollie quite enjoyed this film. This is the film The Brothers Solomon, with both the Wills in here, Will Arnett and Will Forte. Directed by, oh gosh, Bob Odenkirk. I didn't even know Bob Odenkirk directed a film, guys. Wow. Wow, what do you know? That's, I mean, not saying Bob Odenkirk could never direct a film, but I didn't know he even directed this. And, yeah, Christine Wiig is starring in this one as well. So, yeah, it looks like a good kind of dysfunctional, like, family comedy, this one. So, yeah, as I say, guys, I've got a big soft spot for these 2000s comedies. So, yeah, I'm sure I'll get some. I'm tend to be easily pleased when it comes to these sort of movies. So that is the Brothers Solomon there. Now I think I got that one. I'm pretty sure it was either Berwick or possibly in Blythe, one of the charity shops there. Now I did get this one when I was in Blythe. It was probably a couple of weeks ago, actually. And I got this on VHS fairly recently as well. But this is a film I've only really come across fairly recent, in all honesty, I will say. But I got this for about 50 pence in a charity shop, the film Blind Date. Yeah, directed by Blake Edwards. You've got William Daniels is in there. Henry Mancini does the music as well. 1987, so just a year before, obviously, Bruce Willis went on to playing John McClane. Kim Basinger and Bruce Willis that go on a blind date together. That basically where shit hits the fan when they least expect it after their like encounter. So yeah, there's that one, Blind Date. Yeah, I definitely do want to watch this one at some point. I think Ollie said this is a pretty good, very solid watch as well. So that is the film Blind Date. And this one I got on Ollie's recommendation. We were talking about this one on a live stream. I think it was a couple of weeks ago where I think Mike, that other retro guy, Andy Forgotten World of Movies, and Kenny was on the live stream as well. I think it was about £12 off eBay, but it's very hard to come by this one now, and that is California Man. Heard pretty good word of mouth, this one. Brendan Fraser, Sean Astin, and you've got Pauly Shore is in there as well, Megan Ward, and yeah, about these two high school buddies that find this frozen caveman in their backyard. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun, daft watch, this one, which I'm looking forward to checking out for the first time. That is a California Man. But this is a lot more up to date now. When I got these just yesterday, I went to a few charity shops in like Berwick, and yeah, I got these yesterday when I was there, and that is the film Creator. Yeah, it looks like a good kind of cheesy, sort of like romantic, like comedy film, this one, with like an experimental side to it. Peter O'Toole, Vincent Spano, Muriel Hemingway in the film Creator. So yeah, and this, I think this came out, was it in the 80s, this one? And Vincent Spano plays this scientist like assistant in this one as well. And yeah, like Peter O'Toole's trying to bring like his wife back to life in this film. So yeah, quite a fun watch that. Admittedly, guys, I've not seen this one, but I've got to confess I've not seen the last couple Transformers films, and I think that this is quite fairly decently priced on Blu-ray now, but I thought I saw it 50 pence in a charity shop. Just see how I get on with it, but if I don't end up enjoying it, I only spent 50 pennies on it. Transformers Rise of the Beasts, and directed by Stephen Cape Jr. And yeah, meant to be a solid entry, this one. A little bit return to form for the Transformers like film universe at once. That is Rise of the Beast there. Breaks. You've got the mighty Bouchon duo now with Noel Fielding and Julian Barrett, and you've also got Kerry Fawkes, Stephen Oram, Paul McGann is in there, Kate Hardy, Mercedes Grower, and yeah, I think Mercedes Grower directs this film as well. And yeah, it looks like a bit of an unconventional sort of like comedy film, this one, set in London. And I think this came out a little bit more recent, actually. I thought this might have been 2000s, but yeah, 2017, that's the film Breaks. Russell Crowe stars as someone called Sam, ironically, who just returns like to his hometown after a mega hiatus to find that not all what it seems, and his like ex-girlfriend is now like seeing someone. So yeah, that is the film The Crossing. I didn't get this delivered on my doorstep because I bought it. I bought it obviously when I was out charity shop browsing, and that is the film Right at Your Door. Ash talked about 5 2006 film recommendations, and this was one of them. I think this is set in LA. It's about like this virus outbreak, and yeah, that's the film Right at Your Door. Stone Cold classic within like obviously, you know, like the Studio Canal like comedy like collection. Billy Liar with Tom Courtenay, Julie Christie, and directed by John Schulslinger, who obviously went on to directing obviously Midnight Cowboy. I think he's most well-acclaimed film, and also Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman, ironically. But yeah, this is the film Billy Liar there. And my mum and dad watched this one fairly recently. They really enjoyed it. I think I got this one when I was in Sheffield a couple of months ago. Yeah, when I was obviously visiting family, and from Frank Capra, and that is Arsenic and Old Lace. I think Alfred Hitchcock also did a rendition of this, and obviously, yeah, you've got Cary Grant. I want to check out more Cary Grant films. And also Peter Lorre's in there. Peter Lorre, who's been in a couple of Alfred Hitchcock's work, and Priscilla Lane. You've got John Alexander, and this came out in 1944, so just a couple of years before It's a Wonderful Life. That's Arsenic and Old Lace there. Well, it didn't quite come home after all. It wasn't coming. It sadly didn't come home. But I thought to kind of make up for that deflating result midweek, it's good to still have a copy of Escape to Victory. Obviously with Sly, Michael Caine, Pele's in there, and John Huston directs this one. I think I also picked up another film directed by John Huston fairly recently. Yeah, a bit of a legendary football film, this one, that I do need to check out at some point. Escape to Victory. And again, Ollie picked this one up fairly recently on DVD as well. Badlands, great song by Bruce Springsteen as well. Terrence Malick, who directs this one, and Cece Spacek, Martin Sheen, set in the 1950s, about someone who's gone on a bit of a murdering spree with like alongside his girlfriend. So kind of has a bit of a similar resemblance there with the Natural Born Killers. But yeah, like this is also set in like South Dakota, Montana, and oh wow, yeah, this clocks in at 90 minutes from 1973, Badlands. Now, me and my good buddy Tim, we picked this DVD up fairly recently. Like, Tim picked up a copy at the similar time when I picked up a copy of this, and I think I got this when I was in Hartlepool last weekend when I was visiting Nige and Marcus and Lewis. And I got the film Above the Rim. Yeah, basketball film. As I say, love Tupac's music, but never have watched any of Tupac's movies. But Tim recently watched this one, and he says it still holds up on rewatching. Yeah, directed by Jeff Pollock, and you've got appearances from Marlon Wayans in there, Bernie Mac, Tonya Pinkins, and yeah, so about like a basketball star played by Dooms Martin. So yeah, and also yeah, like the character Birdie is played by Tupac Shakur, is a powerful gang leader in this film, in this like kind of neighborhood. So that is yet above the rim. eBay like months ago. Looks like an indie drama, early role for Andrew Garfield in there. I guess Andrew Garfield might even have a cat in this one because it's Garfield. Peter Mullen, and directed by John Crowley. And this has Sean Evans in there. And yeah, about someone who's released from prison after many years and given a new identity in a new town. And yeah, this came out, I think it was 2007, this one, clocking in for an hour and 40 minutes, and actually based on a novel by Jonathan Tregurl, and the same director of Is Anybody There with Michael Caine as well. So this could be a really interesting watch, this one. That is the film Boy A. Tom McCarthy, and yeah, starring Richard Jenkins in this one. I've heard really good word of mouth. Obviously, Tom McCarthy, who directed The Station Agent, which I watched for the first time early in the year, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I got and I think the film Win Win from 2011 with Paul Giamatti, and that's the film The Visitor. A professor who lost his wife, and there's been a bit of a scam that goes on in this film between like this couple that Walter, played by Richard Jenkins, has just encountered. So yeah, that's the film The Visitor. Classic screwball comedy film, His Girl Friday with Cary Grant. As I say, as you could probably tell, guys, I've picked up a few Cary Grant films recently. I've just watched what was it for the first time? Oh, man, with Katharine Hepburn as well. Gosh, what's it called, guys? I've had a complete mind blank there. Bringing Up Baby. I've just watched for the first time like last weekend and really enjoyed. And yeah, this is about Walter Burns. He's about to lose his ace reporter and former wife to Bruce Baldwin, played by Ralph Bellamy. Then a late-breaking story involving the execution of someone who's escaped and is hidden from the police by the former husband and wife, throws the pair together once again. And this is directed by William Castle as well. So that's His Girl Friday. I think I got this in a charity shop in one of the charity shops in Berwick as well. So that's His Girl Friday. Think it was when I was in Sheffield 3 months ago, and I know Ollie watched this one recently and he really enjoyed it. And yeah, with Robert De Niro, Meryl Streep, Diane West is in this film as well, also Harvey Keitel, and this came out, I think, 1984. George Martin is in this one as well, and yeah, about a romantic drama with two legendary actors, Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro, in Falling in Love. And also I got this one when I was in Sheffield, like I think it was about 3 months ago now. Was it 3 months ago? Was it Sheffield? Sorry, Leeds. I got this one in the CX shop in Leeds about 3 months ago now. And this is with Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, who was also in Taxi Driver, coincidentally, as well. Directed by Howard Seth. Michael Keaton, who's had a bit of a checkered history, and he's just, him and four patients have just formed their own baseball team in the Dream Team there. I think I got this one. I think it was in one of the charity shops, even Newcastle North Shields, back in November now, for Jennifer Aniston. I mean, obviously for Jennifer Aniston, right? But also Paul Rudd's in this film, and that is The Object of My Affection. And this is directed by Nicholas Heitner. And also this has got Alan Alda, Nigel Hawthorne, and you've got Tim Daly's in this one as well. And yeah, this, I think 1997, so yeah, quite an early role for Paul Rudd in this film as well. I think probably a couple of years after when he was in the film Clueless. So yeah, that is The Object of Affection there. And I think Jennifer Aniston starred in the film called She's the One, which I still need to watch, and it came out that same year as well. Ah, yes, I did get this one in Berwick. I think this was the Bernardo's charity shop. Annette Bening, who doesn't love Annette Bening, right? Ed Harris and Robin Williams in the film The Face of Love. A widow who is like grieving, and then after like 5 years since the death of her husband, Annette Bening meets Robin Williams. So yeah, that might be a really good watch. That one. That is the film The Face of Love. Tea with Mussolini, and yeah, starring Cher, Judi Dench, John Plowright, Maggie Smith, Lily Tomlinson. Really good cast to this one. Debut appearance from Charlie Lucas. Directed by Franco Seffarelli, who also directed Hamlet, The Champ, which I've heard is a good film, and Romeo and Juliet, based on his experiences growing up in Florence. And yeah, this looks like about a group of ladies who meet for tea each afternoon, like every day as well. And yeah, it looks like a good like friendship drama, that one. So I actually don't have the first film of this, but I got the DVD for, again, pennies, and I think I got this one of the charity shops in like in Blythe there, and that is the film. Oh, it might have been Berwick, and that is the film Next Friday with Ice Cube. Yeah, I still need to check out the first Friday film because I've heard that is awesome. I know my good buddy Jordan at Movie Worm loves that film. Like, got a banging soundtrack from the looks of it with NWA, like Ice Cube, Eminem, Wu-Tang Clan, the Isley Brothers, yeah, like, and I can't remember when this sequel came out, was it 96, 97? So yeah, the follow-up to the first Friday film. I think I got this one from the Far Place charity shop in Berwick, I want to say. The film Housebroken with Danny DeVito, and yeah, you've also got appearance like Sam Harper, and directs this film, and Tom Wilson. Brie Larson's in this one as well. When a retired firefighter, Danny DeVito, decides he's had enough of supporting his kids, he settles on a lessening responsibility to help them learn to stand on their own 2 feet. But regaining control isn't going to be easy, as the two 20-something boys, Elliot and Quinn, have lived at home so long they haven't the slightest clue how to look after themselves. So when mum and dad embark on a surprise road trip and leave their beloved sons home alone with an empty fridge, no power, and a pair of empty wallets, it's not long before the kids are trying everything and anything to earn some cash. So yeah, that might be a good fun watch, that one. That is the film Housebroken. When did this one come out? 2009, this one for Housebroken. Mike Bassett in England manager. I mean, who knows? If we had Mike Bassett as England manager, maybe we might have got to the World Cup final, but obviously we did still really well to get to the semis under Thomas Tuchel. I've heard this is a really fun movie with Ricky Tomlinson. You got cameos from Atomic Kitten and Pele as well, and the soundtrack with Robbie Williams, Supergrass, Jarvis Cocker, and Artful Dodger as well. So yeah, and directed by Steve Barron. So that is Mike Bassett, England manager. In one of the charity shops when I was in Berwick, and was it Kelso the other week? Couple of weeks ago, it might have been Kelso, and that's the film Guess Who. Yeah, just another 2000s comedy for the collection. Came out 2005. Zoe Saldana's in there, Judy Scott, and Ashton Kutcher. Teresa, who brings her fiance Simon Green, played by Ashton Kutcher, home for her parents' 25th wedding anniversary. She neglects to mention one tiny detail, and determined to break his daughter's engagement. Percy Jones, played by Bernie Mac, does everything he can to make Simon feel a part of the family. So yeah, that might be a good fun watch, that one. That's the film Guess Who. And the last one for this video is the film with Jason Alexander. Don't know what the general consensus is with this one, but this is I Don't Buy Kisses Anymore. And directed by Robert Marturelli, about Bernie fishman who wants in life to meet the perfect mate. Ordinarily, one wouldn't think this would be a problem because he's the ideal boyfriend for any girl. He's lovable, sweet, and considerate, but he's also a little bit chubby. Every day he wakes up in the apartment he shares with his mother, Sarah, and his grandfather. One particular night he meets Tress at the bus stop. She's a beautiful graduate student. Soon they are getting to know each other, and Tress even offers to help Bernie. So yeah, there's that film, I Don't Buy Kisses Anymore. So yeah, guys, that is it for parts, I think, is it part 11 or part 12 now of my mega DVD haul. So yeah, guys, do let me know, have you seen any of these films and what's your thoughts on them? And yeah, is there any of these films you're interested in checking out at some point in the future? What's your thoughts on any of these titles I've showcased here today on the channel? I would love to know all that good stuff in the comments down below. I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. As I say, I'm hoping to do the latest episode of the Unwatched Shelf series on Wednesday, but I want to try and do another movie review because I haven't done a movie review probably for a couple of months now, so I'd love to get back into rhythm with that. And yeah, hope everyone is doing wonderfully well, and I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care guys, thank you so much.